Hazbin Hotel Season 2 just had the biggest leak ever. So basically, Russian leakers earlier this morning were able to post a bunch of clips and whole plot points for the rest of Season 2. This contains new songs, animation that's not yet finished, new confirmations, and a bunch of plot lines. The following information includes stuff about Alastor, Heaven, the Angels, Hell, the Hierarchy, etc. But I do have to say, before you go doing any of that, please, if you don't want to be spoiled, please click off, because I'm not going to show full clips, and I will talk about the information given. So now, without further ado, here's all the big leaks about Hazbin Hotel Season 2. So first things first, the first thing we're going to talk about is the fact that Baxter will be appearing in Hazbin Hotel Season 2. We've known this since before, but it's further confirmed that he's going to get a whole episode to himself. Overall, I like this a lot. Baxter's been a character that's been planned for the series for years now, and he's one of the more important characters to be shown, so I'm really excited to see what he will play in Season 2. Now, that within itself is a pretty minor leak, but let's talk about something a little bit more major. In Episode 4 of Season 2, it's finally revealed to us who the owner of Alastor's soul is, and it's revealed to be none other than Rosie. Now, for a few reasons, I find this kind of ridiculous. For one, it kind of kills the whole vibe of him being an all-powerful overlord, and if I'm being honest, I feel like there's 100 other characters that fit a lot better. A good example would be someone like Rue, or a good example would be someone like Lilith. But yeah, basically we find out that Alastor has to go to Rosie to get his staff replaced because it's currently broken due to the Atom fight. This leads into a song where it's revealed to us that Alastor is the pet of Rosie and Rosie owns it. Now, of course, out of all the leaks today, this is by far the biggest one because it's something that's been theorized forever. But of course, that isn't everything. In these leaks, we also get to see the aftermath of Serpentius entering heaven. To explain pretty basically, Lute and Sarah are arguing whether or not Serpentius should stay in heaven, because on one side, Serpentius was previously a devil and unworthy, while on the other side, he's here to stay, so he should be here. It's been decided. Ultimately, the decision's made that Serpentius will stay. Emily shows Serpentius alone, and then we get introduced to Adam's son. Now, we actually get a second part to the scene. On one side, Emily showing Pentius around the castle, while on the other side, we actually get a duet song between Lute and Adam's son. Now, as far as we can tell, the title for the song itself is called Gravity. It's by far one of my favorite songs I've heard in the whole Hazbin Hotel show. The song itself is awesome, and Lute's part is actually amazing. Overall, if I'm being honest, I do like these scenes a lot, but I do have a few gripes. On one hand, I'm very happy to see Lute taking the forefront because I do like the character a lot, and I think she has a lot of potential. While on the other hand, Adam's son looks to be the exact same as Adam. He looks like Adam, he sounds like Adam, he talks like Adam, he sings like Adam, he's just Adam. Now, of course, I haven't seen every little thing yet, and I don't have enough information to make a total assessment, but as far as I can tell, this character doesn't have much individuality in general. But yeah, overall, I really do like the Sarah scene. I really do like the idea of showing more heaven in a forefront, and of course, there's one more Sarah scene I have to talk about. In Season 2, Episode 10, we will see a song sung between Sarah and an unnamed archangel. Now, one of the biggest things that come out of this scene is the fact that this archangel actually looks a lot like an Ask Oasia. This little fact could mean a lot of things for the Hazbin Hotel universe. So first things first, the biggest thing you could take from this is the idea that the Ask Oasia might actually be from heaven. Now, this would make a lot of sense since the Ask Oasia are based off their counterparts from mythology, the 72 Keys of Solomon. Now, this within itself is nothing new. This has been a theory in the fandom for God knows how long, and me personally, one of my biggest videos is a short about this exact theory. Now, of course, this within itself raises even more questions. Why the Ask Oasia separate from hell? Why is there still Ask Oasia in heaven? And what's the big separation in the first place? But all that stuff can be saved for another video. The next big thing we have to talk about is the song itself. In a lot of ways, this song reminds me a lot of More Than Anything. I have a lot of fun with it, and I really did like the song. The song itself is supposed to be some sort of introspective, where we're basically seeing Sarah reminisce over all the mistakes she's made around the Exorcist. Throughout the whole song, she's slowly but surely realizing the mistakes she's made and where she's messed up, and basically the Archangel is telling her that she has to live with it and work through these mistakes and acknowledge it was her fault. Overall, I found this scene to be really important because it gives Sarah the perfect amount of character development to make me actually interested in her. Originally, I wasn't the most interested in the character, but now she's given me just enough for me to be excited for the character's growth within Season 2. Now to go over a few of the smaller other things before we end off. For one, we know that the V's are purposely trying to shame the hotel. This is something that's also brought up in small scenes. It also seems to be the case that we're going to get 10 episodes instead of 8. This is shown by the fact that the Sarah one is titled as Episode 10. Also, one of the scenes shows the idea that the pilot might not be canon anymore. The reason for this being the fact that Killjoy has never met Charlie before, yet that makes no sense if the pilot is canon. Now, one final thing before I go, I just want to say I do not support the idea of forcing people to see spoilers against their will. Don't just cram it down their throats. Some people don't want to be spoiled. So look guys, the leaks are out there in the world. There's no hiding them now, but please be mindful of other people's interactions. Some people don't want to be spoiled. So please don't go out of your way to ruin someone's day. So with all that out of the way, what did y'all think of the spoilers? Did you like what they did with Rosie and Alastor? Or do y'all agree with me that they should have went with someone like Rue or Lilith? What do y'all think of Adam's son, Heaven, and all the other stuff we explore in that? Let me know in the comments below, and everyone have an amazing day, because I of course did. Also, I'm officially back doing weekly long form uploads and daily shorts. Please let me know what y'all want to see, and subscribe for more content about Hazbin Hotel, Helluvaboss, and more.